pass in relation to the government's new proposal. The president is seeking advice. He's seeking the legislature's advice on the establishment of the war. And also, the government is thinking on printing a new banknote. So we still have Liberians that we want to speak to. If you just joining us, welcome. We're making our way to Cross Street. We want to talk to some marketeers who are here, some younger boys who are. Welcome, Chief. Welcome to Sport TV. What's your name? What's your name again? Okay, Marsha, we are here to talk to you or to get your ideas on two issues. The government wants to print a new banknote. What is your take on that? Looking at the economic process, you think if the government prints new banknotes, that is going to solve our problem?
It will solve the problem. For now, we have two currencies on the market, and we don't really know the old one and the new one. In totality, we don't know the number. So the government will advise to choose the money because the inflation is too much according to the statistics. Because we are not economy, but we are economic advised the government. So I think it will be better for us.
You think it will be better if we get new banknotes? So what is now your call or your advice to the government when it comes to the printing of the new banknote? How do you think the government should go ahead printing the new banknote? Looking at what happened to us yesterday when we came out with the 500 note, the new money we have, and today we are faced with what we have in the country.
For my advice to the government should be constructed in printing the note, and it should be condition of the fact that other people who are here are printing assets, so it shouldn't be. There shouldn't be no assets printed. The money should be printed, should be watched, and then they should monitor where they will print the money from, that nobody will go there and bring out assets from them.
So they should be careful how they're going ahead.
Definitely.
Okay, let's go to the War and Economic Crimes Code. First, do you support the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code in Liberia?
Of course, yes.
Okay, the president, Dr. Weah, has sent a communication to the legislators asking them to provide their advice on the establishment. What's your take on it?
It's a good step that the president is taking. I think it's good that those that perpetrated criminal crime against Liberians should be prosecuted, and those that stole our money. There is no sin go unpunished, according to the Bible. So you understand that?
No sin go unpunished. So the president or the Liberian people should prosecute war perpetrators.
Of course, yes.
Okay, now the legislators have the ball in their court. That is, they will establish or they will provide a better advice to the president on the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code. They are our lawmakers. What is your call to them? What do you want them to do when it comes to advising the president on the establishment?
What I want them to do is they should be diligent to the Liberian people. Mind you, 2020 is here for them. So that is, at sunny days, as a 5 year to them. They should work on that in the interest of the Liberian people. We put them there, they should work for us, they shouldn't work for themselves. So they should make sure and pass that bill or do everything by all costs for the war crime code to come to Liberia. Other than that, 2020 they will not be re-elected.
How you feel when you see people who yesterday killed some of our brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, when you see them around today who are in government position? How do you feel?
I feel very bad because they already harmed us, and then they say harming us. They don't want to repent. So I feel very bad when I even see them moving around and then causing some unnecessary noise.
You think the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code is going to solve our problem?
Definitely.
It's going to solve Liberia's problem? How do you think it's going to solve the
It
problem?
will solve the problem because those are always in the habit of doing wickedness, they will stop. Those that are always in the habit of stealing our money will stop. Because it will serve as a deterrent to any other person.
Okay, so finally, what do you have to tell the Liberian people and the government when it comes to all of the things that are happening in the country?
What I have to tell the Liberian people is that we all work sincerely with the government, and the government should also work sincerely to the people so that we can all live better.
Okay, so the government should work for us, and we should also work along with them. Thank you again, your name? Okay, Marshall, thank you very much. Well, folks, we are still here on Branda Street, making our way to Broad Street, and you are listening to Liberians giving their perspective on two cardinal issues. They have to do with the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code and that is the printing of the new banknotes. So you're listening to Liberians and still here breaking news of Liberians, and we are currently on Branda Street where we are talking to folks. Can we talk to any of you? Small TV. We're talking to people regarding the president's communication to the House of Representatives. That is the Honorable Legislature asking them to provide advice on the establishment of the work. And the video of the do you have anything to say to the government? Okay. Welcome to Small TV. What's your name?
Bobby Johnson.
Bobby, you have to be audible a bit.
Bobby Johnson.
Okay, Bobby, welcome to Spoon TV. The president, Dr. George Manuel Weah, has written a communication to the House of Representatives and Senate, or the lawmakers, asking for their advice on the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code. What's your take on it?
Yeah, my take to that, I think it's necessary that it will happen, and I want our people in the House to do agree with the president that the War Crime Code and the Economic Crime Code should be established in Liberia.
Why you want the lawmakers to provide advice? Why you want this code, or why you want the codes to be established? Why? Why should we?
I may not be exact to call other people names and this and that, but from what I got to know, government, people do take the country money and then they go, without punishment, they just go scot-free. So if we do have the Economic Crime Code established, those who take our things will be able to bring them back, and people will be afraid to do as others do. So that's why I wanted to be established.
And you believe if we get the War and Economic Crimes Code in Liberia, we're not going to go back to where we came from?
I guess we are not going to go back to where we came from. We'll get much better.
Okay, Liberians have always been crying of Dr. Weah, and he has taken the initiative. It is left with our lawmakers now to provide the necessary advice for the president. What do you have to tell the lawmakers?
Our lawmakers have to do better. Because from what I look at, most of us cry president. But for me, my problem is our house. Because if the house is not good, how do I look good out there? I will leave my house better because my house is not good. So the house got to do the best to give our president the rightful advice and work along with the president, because they are the ones who speak for us to the president.
How do you feel when you walk in the street and see war perpetrators, those who killed Liberians yesterday, in government positions and taking that is running the affairs of the nation? How do you feel?
Well, I don't feel somehow bad about that, because they are all Liberians, they are also human beings. The war that was fought in Liberia fought war. So if they are educated and they are in a position to seek office, yes, we can go to office. Because I don't want to stop them from going to offices. But those who want to stop them, we have it established, we want to take care of them.
Okay, the government has come out publicly to announce that she's going to print a new banknote, and now the communication is with the lawmakers. What's your take on the printing of the new banknote? You think it's necessary at this time?
At this time, as you just said, it's not necessary at this time.
Why it is not necessary at this time?
Because if my memory can set me right, the past government will have that problem with that. And now we are not having somebody who is established to run after perpetrators who go wrong to the citizens of Liberia. So I do believe that if the War Crime Code and the Economic Crime Code is not yet established, and then another banknote is being printed, we will go back to where we went before. So I guess we don't print money right now until we can establish that.
You want the money to be printed after the Economic Crimes Code or the War Crimes Code is established?
Yes.
Is it that you are afraid of corruption?
Yes, I'm afraid of corruption. But corruption is not making me to grow. Illegal people are taking the money wrongly.
Who are some? You think this government is involved into taking money illegally?
People work in the government are the government. You and myself, we are also the government. If you know from where I speak from, you do know it happens.
Okay, just in case the government wants to go ahead, because some of the reasons that the government has given to the Liberian people is she does not know the amount of money that is currently on the market, and other folks who worked in the previous government, they took some of the monies and they have refused to let the money out in the public, which have caused much inflation. What do you have to say about that? Are these reasons very logical for the printing of a new banknote?
Reasons are logical, but It's very critical to work on. Yeah, very, very critical to work on. Because yesterday, I guess, we never had sufficient security that would prosecute those people. So we have the money, into the various houses. Now, how can we get the money from the houses if we have a new banknote printed? But what if we print a new banknote and what happened yesterday happens again? What do we do? So my advice is that we hold on, establish the code, then we print it new.
Do you have a message for the president?
A message to the president. I love my president. Let my president do what he can do best.
To the lawmaker, do you have a message for them?
To my lawmaker, let them do what we ask them to do, but not what they decide to do, because they are not working for themselves, to work for us. We put them there, but they are not working in our interest. So let them go back to the bank and start working for the country.
Okay, thank you very much, Budget.
Brother Johnson.
Okay, brother. Hey, Chief, how are you? Welcome to Sunday. Yeah, what's up? I'm okay, what's your name? I'm waiting to Waiting for we use this path to leave the new road. We are here today to talk to you as a Liberian. What's your take? The government wants to print new banknotes. Are you happy?
I think they will try to get rid of what happened over the past time.
What happened over the past time?
The excess of money printed now. The excess of money printed. So the government needs to find strategy to alleviate the people out of poverty. So I believe this strategy can also help them out of the struggling where they are fighting through. So I believe the new print of the money will help them also.
You think when the government print new money, we're not going to get poverty in Liberia again?
Well, we're not going to eliminate poverty, but at least it will upgrade the life of the people.
The printing of the new banknote will upgrade the life. Okay, let's look at the War Crimes Code. Do you support the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code in Liberia?
Yes. I feel impressed by the decision of our president by bringing the Economic War Crimes Code. It will also bring end to corruption and also bring a fear to those who want to think negative about Liberian war. So I feel this decision that is made by our president, they are taking a very good start.
Okay. You think it is a good start?
It's a good start by our president.
Okay, now we are still to a junction where we need to cross. The president has asked the lawmakers to provide advice or to give in advice on how to establish the War and Economic Crimes Code. What do you have to tell the lawmakers?
Well, I wanted to go in direction along with the president. I wanted to think that the president to take Liberia from this bondage that Liberia is going through. Because we feel that people kill and work with impunity and steal our money and go with impunity. So this time, if this code is formed or funded in our country, it will also stop those who have that negative thinking or stealing the country money and bringing war. It will also bring fear to them. So if you put me in the same position, I'll also be afraid because I don't want to go to jail.
So you think if the War and Economic Crimes Code comes to Liberia, you're not going to get people killing other people or thinking of bringing war or stealing the country money?
Yes. We saw some in Severloon. When the new president came, and whole those that corrupt the country money, including in jail. So we feel this is the time our president needs to take this guy, we invest our money and suffering masses of Liberians who want to reach to their pay, but they cannot make it because of what they are doing over the past time. So the code, when they establish in our country, it will help us and will bring fear to those that have the mind of corrupting our money.
How you feel when you walk in the street, you see people who kill our brothers and sisters yesterday in government offices? How you feel?
I feel well, it hurt me. But we feel we cannot do anything because we don't have the power. But I believe with the start of our president of the Economic War Crimes Code, when they establish this code, it will also bring fear to them. So no more war, you're not thinking about war, you're not thinking about corrupting our money. We live in a good atmosphere, we live a good life. When the country money is used for any internal purpose or purposes, we live our good life. And we'll do it for our unborn children.
Okay, your message to the president?
My message to the president that I want him to stand by his word. You shouldn't forget the downtrading. We put him there. You should understand our voice. You should hear our voice. Because we made to go where he is today. So when you forget about us, you also forget about him. You shouldn't forget that we're election.
So you think if you are forgotten, you're really going to forget the president too?
Yeah, we'll also forget him in the coming election because once we will change our life. We have been down for so long. Getting me, young people are on the street selling. They are will, but nothing to do. You gotta take the street to sell. Someone want to go to school, so the president to find strategy.